Alright, it's time for a Kayle game. It's a very much requested one from you guys, so here we go. Wish you one. It is a team battle, not a ranked one, because they all died a while ago. I had a hard drive malfunction, so therefore I lost a bunch of my footage, and my diamond, well, actually not diamond, it was like platinum. Yeah, it was platinum one. Kayle game got corrupted, so I lost it. Unfortunately, so now I have to, I have at least a team battle one just lying about, so here's one I can make. Anyways, attack. I believe my runes and masteries were attack speed red, armor yellow, not magic resist blue, ability power quints, and ability power blues. And my masteries were somewhere around 25, 5, and 0. 25, 5, and 0. Taking only the defensive stuff I could use on the defensive masteries and a bunch in the offensive one. Anyways, first thing you notice is probably the ghost was a wasted summoner spell. I ganked the shit out of Oriana. Kayle right now has a jungle kill got a lot better this time around. The new masteries greatly helped her out, and she just the new offensive masteries. And she's just had a better time clearing. The new Spirit of the Spectral Wraith keeps her sustained beyond all reason. Either way, another successful gank at top here. The Xin Zhao wasted his flash, therefore it is much more catastrophic for the enemy team right now. Here, I probably should have been more patient towards the gank, and we could have gotten ourselves another kill. Though at the same time, the Lux probably shouldn't have given her a forewarning. Bottom lane, I go try to gank bottom lane, and I end up hitting one of the Jinx's little balls or traps or whatever they are, and I get stopped. Doesn't matter. My team has a lead of 2 kills and against their 1. Anyways, one of the things with Jungle Kayle she excels at right now is just so much fucking damage. Her Q is obviously a slowing tool. It's about as strong as it is as Nunu's. However, is not as easily applied as Nunu's. That's about her weakness. That's probably one of her weaknesses when it comes to ganking. However, level 6, she can turret dive. They can do some complicated things. And her damage is always ridiculously high. So if someone tries to counter gank her, she can probably just kill them in return. She does have the range advantage over her opponents, so she can be safe when she ganks or when she moves about the map. Here is a good example. I Q the Jinx, we just deal ridiculous amounts of damage, and then I just decide to go in and deal damage to Nidalee. I take one turret shot, but if I kept chasing her, I took a turret shot to deal some damage to her, and I got to deal more damage to her than if I had been a melee champion, because I would have had to, get closer to the tower and risk being hurt or whatever. So Kayle's ranged nature helps her out when it comes to ganking, at least, or being safer when it comes to ganking. And of course, her ultimate just keeps teammates alive in the worst of situations. Thanks to that, the Lux was able to survive enough to be able to use her ultimate and take out the enemy Oriana, as well as helping take out the enemy Xin Zhao. So we turned that gank around from a 3v2 to 1 death for us and 2 deaths for them. Either way, here comes one of the Kayle's biggest issues. She requires lots of farm. You already see, I got Spirit of the Spectral Wraith, and I'm working towards a Gnasher's Tooth, but that's going to be long ways away, especially in the jungler's income, unless I get very fed or I farm up a storm, which is not always guaranteed for junglers, even in solo queue or even in normal games. You're not guaranteed an income. Either way, as I said, the amount of damage I deal with almost no damage is ridiculous. So, because of that, I decide to turret dive the Oriana, and I end up using my ultimate to stop her. However, Lux misses her laser, and Oriana gets to, scamper off for free. That said, I hit the Spirit of the Spectral Wraith. So amazing on her. Like, one of the few champions that, well, not one of the few, there's several champions. She's one of the champions which that item completely excels in. Of course, she's an AP jungler, so, of course, it's destined for her. But the fact that she only needs to use her E once for a measly amount of mana, and then she just, constantly restores it, it's kind of a great thing. Any auto attacker, any AP auto attacker, greatly benefits from the Spectral Wraith right now. And, of course, my ultimate is just all around amazing. You saw there that it helped me prevent a lot of damage from the Oriana. Here's a mistake I see a lot of players do with Kayle's ultimate. They wait to use Kayle's ultimate when it's already too late. It's like, You're supposed to use it when you know you're going to take a shitload of damage in one wallop. Like if Lee Sin has his Q on you and then Rise just threw his Rune Prison on you, use it and stop their combo. It is much better to stop the high amount of burst damage than to try to keep yourself alive when you have a sliver of health and you're running away. Because if you hell, even worse psychologically, if they do a bunch of damage to you at once and you block it all, they're more inclined to just give up the chase because they just saw you, they just wasted a bunch of their damage. But if you're trying to run away with a sliver of health and then you use your ultimate, they'll be more inclined to chase you because they only need that one more hit to kill you, or so to speak. So yeah, it's just important to use your ultimate pretty much almost willy-nilly. It has a ridiculously low cooldown. It's better at preventing damage and preserving health. That's what you use. If you use it on whoever they focus on, it will give them 3 seconds of health, or invulnerability. If they die within, they can't die within that time frame. If it's a tank, hell, it's even useful on them as long as they can do something within those 3 seconds. Like right here, perfect example. Lux gets ganged up by everybody and she's about to die, so I just toss my ultimate and prevent a crap load of damage, which probably would have killed her. And her laser allows us to turn this game around. She just blasts right through them, annihilates them all, and the rest of us just clean up. She doesn't even die in this whole process. She would have died at some point, or she would have been prevented from doing it, and she probably would have been prevented from doing any of that damage. So that Kayle ultimate used at the right time to keep her alive when everybody decided to focus her was just perfect. Here, I just chase Jinx because I have my Ghost, I deal ridiculous amounts of damage, and my ultimate is off cooldown. So I use it, prevent damage, and then just back off. There was no chance of retaliation. All she could have done is run away. Now here's obviously the chase scene. We try to run away. We're running away from them. We don't really have any mana. They don't have. My teammates don't have mana, so they're forced to run away. Lucian is doing his best, but he's obviously going to be the one to die. Oh, he has a barrier. Okay, so no, Ion gets kicked in the face. In comes the enemy team. Boom. It's a Lux laser. They survive with a sliver of health. Zinzao turns around. I pop my ultimate again to prevent what little measly damage he could have done, and we finish him off. Then we give chase to the enemy Orianna, and Nasus is here with his flash and his wither, and we end up just catching her. Bam! She gives up. She gave up on life. We also, fortunately, find another Lee Sin here to murder. He tries to run, he gets withered as if he wasn't crippled already enough, and his life is also forfeit. So yeah, I know it is pretty stompish, but it's showcasing a lot of what Kayle is very good at in a team. She's very strong against burst teams. She's very strong at protecting teammates who need to do combos. She's, like I said, she's very good with teammates who require combos. You protect them while they're trying to do it. You protect them from getting killed. Therefore, they'll be able to, combo them, such as Brand, Syndra, and shit. If they just need to get that one last spell off, Kayle gives them that little breathing room to do so. Kayle ultimate pretty much dominated. Kayle pretty much dominated this game, and we pushed down towers thanks to her and whatever. But hooray for Kayle! Yay!